Hello and welcome to episode 5 of this Motorsport Manager series. I'm Mighty Eagle and I welcome you to the series. In the last race it was a mixed bag really. It was the first dry race for a while and it was in Portugal. And yeah, it consolidated our sort of like fourth place in the Constructors' Championship. So today we're in Belgium and let's get to it, shall we? So we've got an interview here with Channel 6. Channel 6 seems to be interviewing us a lot. They seem to be like our #1 fans, don't they? So, oh yeah, the pit stop from Mello. Yeah, it did result in a mistake, so I'm going to have to try and see who made that mistake. We need to sort of like slap, don't they? Slap around the face, get them a bit more motivated. Motorsport isn't a place for gambling. Well, it sort of is. We had to go for it every second. Yeah, let's go. Oh wow, the drivers are fuming at that. Absolutely raging. Why? We had one pit. Oh yeah, and the part got banned as well. The gearbox that we spent over £1 million on. Yeah, it got banned, didn't it? So maybe it's not worth risking it in the future. Yeah, who made the mistake? Yeah, one of these made mistakes. They're quite fatigued. So we need to swap them out a little bit. We can swap this person out because we've got 72 sort of health for what stats is she good at? She's good at tyres, and what about fixing? Or if she's good at fixing, so tyres and fixing, we can swap with this 55 one. Maybe it's even worth hiring another one as well. Yeah, oh wow, look at this, tyres and refuel. But the stamina's not very good. Maybe we can go for this person because it's 0% mistake. And it's good on for front jack. So yeah, let's get him, shall we? 200 grand, yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. So we can swap this person for the, not the rear jack because it's for the front jack person's good. What about refuel? And yeah, he needs good tyres, but it's absolutely rubbish. Maybe I'll just swap him for the front jack person. Let's do that, shall we? So yeah, I've got less chance of mistake, I think. So does it say overall what our mistake chance is? No, but it seems pretty low, so let's go with that. Yeah, anyway, hopefully you're enjoying this series. It's my first series on YouTube, like my first series recording myself, so hopefully you can see the progress I'm making. I feel like I'm getting better at it, and hopefully you can enjoy the progress along with me. If you're new and you sort of like want to support me, drop a like or comment. Any comments will be greatly appreciated, and I'll definitely read them and sort of reply to you all. Subscribe if you want to see more. So the car repair is finished. Maybe we can potentially work on improving some other parts because they're not doing anything at the moment. So yeah, we can definitely let's improve the performance on the brakes and improve this performance a little bit. Yeah, both our gearboxes now, like 2 gearboxes of ours are now banned, so very good is it. Let's go with that. They both can be completed. Let's also do this just to boost it up to 100%. And let's continue with that. Yep, we've already done that. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's another sort of good month till the next vote, but we do have a vote. Wow, media training. Let's see what that's all about. Oh wow, Arbeloa might be leaving Eastwood Motorsport. That team that I wrecked in that dilemma earlier. We could be losing one of the star drivers. Simultaneous. Oh wow, so the pit stops might be getting quicker. Going to this. So we've got a dilemma now. Wow, I love how it sort of appears in red. Oh no, it's to do with Eduardo. We both know Eduardo could present himself better when it comes to interacting with the press. media trained. It does cost 1 million. That is a lot. And I could be losing him in sort of six sort of races. So I don't think it's worth 1 million. So let's go for that. And let's get into a photo show. I'm not sure what we're voting about, but oh yeah, for simultaneous pit stops. So what do I want to do? All aspects of the car will be worked on simultaneously during a pit stop. The larger pit crew size makes this more expensive. Wow, so will it benefit me though? I don't have a bad budget, but I'm all for sort of like fair competition, so I'm going to vote against it. I feel, even though it won't make much of a difference, because look at that, 4 definitely wins. But oh well, I'm not sure if this is what I just got shown, but yeah, let's have a look, shall we? Wow, against this winning, maybe I'm going to win for second vote, so second vote in a row. Oh no, the last vote. Abstain. Who wins? Who wins? What's he going to pick? No, 4. 4 has won it. We're going to get quicker pit stops. Wow. So it will be implemented into the next season. So I'm not sure if it's going to affect us. We're definitely not in this season. Our acceleration is a bit lackluster. Well, do I want to design a new part? It does cost 1 million again. 1 million, but we do have great knowledge. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I don't want to make it risky. It's not particularly that good, is it? 166. And everything else is risky, so I'm gonna leave that for now. Let's get into a race, shall we? Perfect, that's all done. F1 and F2 races. Just need to skip through these and I'll be into practice. So hopefully you like this sort of formula where I'm sort of skipping practice and showing you the results after, because practice, if I'm being honest, it's nothing that interesting. I'd rather you just sort of like be able to go straight into a race and watch the exciting parts. And obviously you've got sort of this sort of 15-minute chunk of a video before the race to sort of show where my team is up to at the moment and what I'm doing behind the scenes. So I see, I've read the rumours in the paper. You're thinking of getting rid of me? No, Amanda, what makes you think that? You are definitely saying you're my #1 driver, basically. I'm going to make you my #1. Oh well, morale 30. I wonder if I can potentially give her a new contract. Yeah, that's... Well, contract remaining is 30 months, but I wonder if I can just give her a little sort of... It's just not interested. I bet Eduardo's interested. Well, it's not. Even though if I was sort of like this rubbish at sort of like driving, I'll sign whatever contract I can get. I'm going to go for the same as last time, yeah, 9th or above. And for self-opinion, Eduardo's unsure. Oh, it's because he's got no gearbox. That'll be why, yeah. I'll be a bit unsure if I've got no bloody gearbox in my car. So let's get into practice. It looks quite a long track, so I don't think it will be many laps. But yeah, Belgium it is. Oh wow, a bit of a twisty section around here. And a couple of long straights. Hopefully it's a bit interesting, this track. But anyway, I'm going to do practice now, so I'll see you on the other side. I'll just sort of flip back if there's anything interesting, but if it's not, I'll see ya just before the race. So that's the end of practice over. Look where we came. We came third, less than 0.2 of a second behind first place. But something I did notice was the tyres were really hot in temperature, even though it wasn't really pushing that hard. The track temperature was quite high, so that's probably why. But that's going to be interesting for this race. Maybe tyre temperature will be crucial, and that could be a big factor. So Yeah, it's only 15 degrees. In practice, it was about 28. So, yeah, maybe it wouldn't be too much for impact in the race. But let's get into the race, shall we? So we've got just select some of these. Both setup seems actually really good. Oh well, we've got another one. Car condition drop slightly lower. No, we need race trim and super soft tyres because that's what we're going to be using quite a lot. Yeah, look at that. Extremely happy. I've never seen that purple face before. That's good. I'm going to keep everything as it is, I think. Or maybe I can try and get Amanda's setup even more perfect. Yeah, I don't want to mess up paddling that much because that's great. So we'll go that way maybe. And just a little bit further down there. What do we want to go on? I feel super soft because we've got the plus 10% bonus, and we can do super soft, spend another stint of super soft because it is only 13 laps. But can we also, it might be a 2-stop because look at the fuel. We've only got fuel for 6 laps. So potentially, yeah, potentially it might not be that viable. Oh, I'm not quite sure. It's hard, isn't it? Unless we're trying to go for seven laps with Eduardo. Do we go for 7 laps? I wonder how good he is at fuel conservation. But let's find out, shall we? Let's put him on a counter strategy. So we're doing him on conserving his tyres and also low. He needs to go low from the start to the end. So he's only going to be pitting once. And let's get into a race, shall we? So we're starting 11th and 15th because it is reverse grid order. And let's get into it. We've got 5 red lights. We're about to go for revs are up. And go! Not a bad start by Mello. Amanda's going backwards. Amanda's dropped a position. But Mello's changing between 11th and 12th. We can see it there. They're side by side. There's a battle for the lead as well. It's pretty close coming into the bus stop chicane, I think it is. But Mello's made a position even though he's on low and low. What about Amanda? Amanda's fallen back to 18th. She's really far back now. I'm not sure why. We need to get the tyres up to a temperature. I might only do 4 laps with Amanda in this first stint. So we can really sort of afford to push the tyres a bit. And also push the fuel. Let's try and make a few positions up while everyone's bunched up. Mello's dropped down to 15th. Because his tyres are probably on that. I wonder if we can get 7 laps out of Mello. We need to get 6 more and we only have just over 5 laps of fuel. But we are in low. The Mello is going to be leaking positions, but he is probably on a different strategy compared to everyone else on the whole track. Amanda, I'm disappointed with Amanda. She's just dropping positions, even though I'm on push and push. She doesn't seem to be doing much whatsoever. Maybe it's a bogey track, this. Maybe Belgium. She's not a big fan of Belgium. Let's look what's happening in the lead battle here. Looks like Chu from Thailand. I think it's Thailand. It's pushing away. Second and third are sort of within slipstream range. And wow, Valdez has a problem. I'm not sure what that is, but I just saw Valdez. Maybe he went for the overtake, but I'm not sure what happened. Maybe Chu had a bit of a problem. Let's see where our drivers are. 18th and 19th. Well, now 18th and 20th. But look how close it is. Look how many cars there are within the next sort of 3 or 4 seconds up the road. Amanda just needs to try and push through. We're coming into a pit pretty soon. We're just sort of like being stuck by all of these. It's like a great wall of cars here. We just can't get through. That Hadrian's wall, but made out of cars. We'll drop to 19th and 20th. I would say it could always get worse, but can it really? When you're 19th and 20th, last 2 positions, no, it can't. And wow, look at this. Loads of cars within a few seconds of each other. This is extreme. Wow, look how many cars. Imagine if F1 was like this many cars bunched up after 2 or 3 laps. It's like a go-kart race. This is, never mind sort of a Formula 1, Formula 3 type race. And look, we've got the inside. Can we hold it with in 13th? We were about 19th a few seconds ago. Well, we have made 5 positions. And wow, look at that hill. That is so steep. That's like Eau Rouge type levels of steep. Well, it probably is Eau Rouge, isn't it? 'Cause it is in Belgium. So yeah, this corner up here is sort of Eau Rouge. Amanda, wow, do we put her now? I'm gonna see. I wonder what the best strategy is. Do we put her now? Or do we keep her out? I'm gonna keep her out. We have got quite a lot of life in our tyres. But yeah, I'm gonna try and make the most of that out of our next sort of lap. Because if people are coming in, we can try and set a sort of qualifying-esque type lap. Maybe undercut some people in the pit stops or overcut. Well, no one's coming into a pit, but let's push a bit. Let's go and overtake. And let's push a little bit. Yeah, look at that. We've made a couple of positions. Can we power down the straight? No. But we can get someone on Eau Rouge. On the exit of Eau Rouge. And wow, straight through the middle. Straight through the middle. Unbelievable scenes. Who would have thought it? This is paying off. This strategy is immediately paying off. And we're up into 6. But we are going to have to pit at the end of this lap. And we're going to go on another pair of softs. Let's fill it up. Let's only do 5 laps now. Because we are going to have to pit again. So let's do that. And wow, 31%. Though we're going to have to go unbalanced. And just hope that pays off. So we are on low fuel. But we have got about half a lap to go. And we're even trying to overtake 5th now. I'm going to put it on high just so we don't burn loads of fuel. And let's look at Mello, shall we? I don't think he'll be able to do the amount of laps we want him to do. Just sadly, the strategy might not pay off for him. But let's look at Amanda's pit stop. Wow, loads of people coming into her pit stops. Can we overtake any of these? Please be a good pit stop. We've underfueled a little bit compared to fueling our car to max. Can we get... Oh, wow, we're side by side. We're side by side. It's a freeway battle. Freeway cars side by side. It's not the M4. It's not the M25. It's not a motorway. It's a racetrack coming out of the pits. But we were 3 wide. It looks like we got the middle position out of all of that. Let's put on neutral on our tyres. We're probably going to have to do... Yeah, we're going to have to do 4 laps, I think, on this stint. So we can... I'm just going to go on neutral for now, so our tyres can cool down a bit. But let's keep the engine on high, shall we? And Mello. Where is Mello? Mello's probably going to have to pit. I don't think we can get him round again. Or do we try it? Got to be really conservative. 2 point. It's going to be close. It's going to be extremely close. Get him to use his tyres a bit more, and we need to go on. We need to go on softs. Fill the car right up. If this strategy pays off, it's absolute genius of a strategy. Because we are first now, but we are going to have to come into a pits at the end of this lap. That's if we make it to the end of this lap, or we could have our first retirement of the season. Where's Amanda up to? Amanda's 11th place. It's not too bad. I love that corner, Eau Rouge. It's a real life corner in from Spa-Francorchamps, the F1 track in Belgium. It's basically just a massive hill and it's sort of got a massive kink to it. Where is Mello? I don't think Mello can make it. 0.14. This is going to be close. There's still 2 or 3 more corners to go. Can he just roll into pits and neutral? 0.7, 0.6, 0.4, just make it down the hill. It looks like we've made it in. Unless, can we just creep to our garage? This strategy might have paid off. Let's see where we come out though. We're going to have to do 6 laps in this pair of softs. So a few positions are going through. Let's see where Mello is compared to Amanda. Well, Amanda goes through, so... But a lot of these are going to have to pit again. So it might not all be that bad. So let's conserve our tyres a bit, and we're going to have to keep it on low for now. Or maybe we can even go on medium, because we only have to do 6 laps now, so we're back on. We're not risking it with the fuel. So we managed 7 laps when it ideally only said we can do 6. So I bet we're going to be the only ones to do a 1 stop in this race. And let's see where it compares, shall we? Mixed strategy race. Amanda's making another position round the outside of this tight corner through this sort of series of corners. Yeah, it looks like we've got the position, we've consolidated it. Let's try and catch up into the top 10, shall we? We still need to try and creep up into 9th, because that's where we get the sponsor objective. Well, we've got one person in the pit, 2 people in the pits with mechanical failures. It's not going well. Not going well for them at all, and that means we're now in 9th. So we're on lap 9. I think we should come into a pits at the end of this stop. So let's attack and attack. Let's pitch you. Let's go on another pair of super softs, and we need 4 laps remaining. So yeah, that's all fine. And I don't think the second is worth that extra risk level. So let's just push, push, push. It's time to push, Amanda. Push like you've never pushed before. Just speed things up. We're getting through these cars quite nicely. We're 7th, but we just got about 3 or 4 positions there. And it's so close. After 9 laps, it's this close. Literally like bumper to bumper. It's not NASCAR, it's F1, folks. Jeez. And wow, around the outside, I think I'm gonna do a later pit stop. So this next lap needs to be good. Let's look up the fuel. Yep. Happy with the pit crew today. So we can go on high, and we can also go on push. We need to make the most out of this lap. Yep, mistake 0, pit ranking 1. Does that mean that's the quickest pit stop out of anyone today? Potentially, yeah, it could be. Coming up Eau Rouge Hill, down the long back straight, and into sort of the twisty turny section that is sort of the middle sector. Yeah, so Amanda is 17th, but she doesn't have to pit again, whereas everyone has to pit pretty much, apart from obviously my teammate, 12th place. So where is Mallow up to? Mallow's in 12th. He's ahead of everyone who's made 2 pit stops, so that's good. But he does have excess fuel, and his tyres, maybe we can get him to push a little bit more. We only have 3 more laps to do on him, so we can get him to push on his tyres a little bit. Let's try and get them on a good temperature. But wow, could this strategy do bits for Eduardo, my number 1 driver, apparently? Could Eduardo get the drive of the season? Surely not. That'd be unbelievable. But Amanda's trying to charge through all these people. Yeah, now we're in 11th. Mello is about 9 seconds in front of our below her, who has made 2 pit stops. So that's our marker. Everyone ahead of Mello, the top 4, are going to have to pit again. So is 6th or 7th now, Evans. So it looks like Mello's going to overtake a lot of these. Yeah, they've all got them turned into a pit. So Mello takes the lead. Mello takes the lead. Who would have thought it? At the start of this race, Mello sort of in 11th place, but a second driver. Only 2 stars out of 5. Well, now he leads the race by 9 seconds, and he doesn't have to pit again. Well, would you believe that? Would you believe that? You need to keep an eye on him. And well, with 6th place, could this be the result of the season? Both our drivers. Let's ease up the tyres a little bit, because they are getting a bit hot. We can push on our engine, so let's go and go with that overtake, because we are going to try and overtake 5th place. And yeah, 2nd place is catching up a little bit. We've got 8.6 seconds. But we've only one more lap to go. Could this actually happen? I'm in shock myself. Hope you've enjoyed this race as much as me, because we're on our final lap. We're leading by 8 seconds. Could it be our first victory, or will it be snatched away from us? Or just be clean now. You've got 7 seconds. You don't have to risk anything. You just got to keep calm, drive like how you would normally drive, and just get to a finish line. We've got excess fuel. We can push our tyres a little bit. I don't want to push too hard in case we come off the track or crash. That would be heartbreaking if that happens. But let's see where Amanda is. Amanda is pretty far away from 4th, so we just need to make sure 6th place doesn't catch up. But let's watch Mallow, shall we? We're coming out the last corner down the main straight. Down this final corner, actually coming across the line. Looks like it's a first win for Icy Eagle Motorsport. Well, not Icy Eagle Motorsport, whatever my team is called. Well, my first win for the series and my first win ever, I think, of this game. It's unbelievable. And we got a top 5 as well with Amanda. I wouldn't have thought our first win ever would have been for Eduardo, but it was. Wow, what a result. What a result. Yeah, Silver Racing is actually my team. I should know that because I am the manager of it, but what a result. The one pit wonder. Can't believe that. The one pit wonder putting through. The strategy did pay off in the end. And let's look at the standings. So Mello goes up 3 positions up to 7th place. And Amanda goes back up to 4th place where she belongs. And that keeps us in 4th with 135 points. But we're only 3 points behind 2nd place. So look at that, it's so close for 2nd place. No, please no. Right, oh thank goodness. If I would have scrutinised Eduardo's gearbox, I don't know what I would have done. Would just like to, I'd have been fuming. Yeah, so what a result. Hashtag deserved. Raymond's right, isn't he? He knows. He's my #1 fan, apparently. Hashtag deserved. Getting there. I wish we had a little sort of cut scene with them all getting for little trophies, like maybe I don't know, a Belgian waffle but in metal or something. That'd be kind of cool, like a metal trophy but in the shape of a waffle, Belgian waffle. And then sort of like, that looks really weird, doesn't it, on camera? But sort of like fizzing for champagne everywhere, spraying it everywhere. I'd love to see Eduardo do that. Eduardo, baby, finishing position first. Yeah, that's what I'd love to see. I absolutely love to see. And wow, it says Amanda came 4th place, so maybe someone above us had a penalty. Or was found to break a rule. But yeah, I would take that all day, every day. So Mallow gets 20 points. I don't know how Arbeloa gets 21. Yeah, we must get 2 extra points. So I didn't even get the most points with my driver. 2nd place got more points than me, which I don't think it's that fair, but apparently that's how it goes. And wow, event 6 is Munich. I feel like we're racing Munich again, so I'm not quite sure it's back there. Yeah, looks like there's a few repeat ones. We've got another Portugal one, but I think it is, yeah, it's on a different layout, so there is a bit of a chance of rain in the back end of the season. So we are on the halfway mark now. We have done half of our races and we're halfway through season 1 and the series of Motorsport Manager on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed so far, but stay tuned for the next race, which will be in Munich again, but it will be on a different layout and could be a bit of a wet practice, and who knows what to expect. So I think that's going to do it for this episode, but I thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment if you want to give me any feedback or anything. I would reply to you. Smack the bell if you want to sort of get the latest notifications and when the next episode of Motorsport Manager series is up. And also I stream on Twitch. I stream games like Euro Truck Simulator, City Skylines, all kinds of sort of simulators, racing games, adventure games. So come over to my Twitch. It's Icy Eagle TV. That's my Twitch username, and it'll be great to see some of you people there. But thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.